morning, everyone. How are you today on this, well, here in Oklahoma, it's rainy. I'm assuming it's a little chilly, and it's Saturday, and I'm sure games are getting ready to start. Probably not a good time. I should have done this earlier, but oh well, you can do a replay. In fact, if you don't mind, comment replay in the bottom. If you watch this on YouTube or Facebook, comment below. Let me know what you thought of this video. If there's something I need to change, I'm new at this, so y'all bear with me. So this is kind of stepping out of my comfort zone, especially being on camera. So anyway, so I had done a tutorial yesterday on making a bowl, and I went ahead and made a second one so that to save time on this video, because maybe everyone's not like me, but I don't want to sit for an hour watching someone build stuff and attach things and whatever. So if you do want me to do that on a video, just comment below and I will do a video like that. But what I've done so far is I have built 2 bows, and then I've also attached the sign. It had a hole here and a hole down here, and I attached it with a pipe cleaner. Some metal signs come with holes, some don't. I have a jewelry punch that if they do not come with a hole, I use one of these and do my own holes. This is a metal sign. On wooden signs, we'll go over that later. I do it a whole different thing to attach them to the wreath. So anyway, so I have attached my 2 bows, and this is an 18-inch grapevine. I've already cleaned it up. I've already added a little loop right you can see up here for people to attach it. I don't have it on the hook because I needed this up higher, so I just didn't use the little thing so that I could have it up higher and my ribbon wouldn't be dragging the ground. So I don't know exactly if I'm doing curly. I probably am doing curlies, but some of these are too long, so I'll adjust those later when we're not on film. So the first thing that I will do on this one is, and I'm kind of out of my comfort zone. I normally use greenery, do different textures of greenery and stuff. This one, I've decided to do this flocked type, snowy, whatever you want to call it, greenery. And this came, the pieces came like this, and I found a spot to cut them at, and so that I'd have 2 pieces. So it's, if you could put this on here and you could use several and adjust them and make them, spread them out and just have one pole. I've seen many people do that, and I've done that before. But on this particular thing, I wanted to be able to control exactly where they're at. Plus, I didn't have as many pieces as I thought I had, so, and I have snow all over me. Anyway, so I pieced these apart. So I've got 2 picks that I've pieced apart, so I have 4 pieces. So the first thing that I will do is I'm going to come up, oh, and I rolled up so that I didn't have my tails hanging down here and in my way. I rolled them up to get them out of the way while I design. So the first thing that I'll do, and I'm not going to glue these in. I might regret that later. I'm not going to glue these in yet. I'm going to go ahead and design on here for you all, and then I'll do a dry run, and then I will go back and I will glue. I have a glue pot over here and a gun, and I will glue all this stuff in where I want it. So then I'm going to put my second piece, and what you try to do is to kind of keep a pattern going. You don't want something sticking way out here and then nothing here. So you will kind of want to keep a circular motion. If it's a circle, you want to keep it a circle and have it where it will flow good together. So that's what we're going to try to do here. We're going to put this one back here like that. And then I will take one and I will put it probably right in here because the bow, all these tails will be sticking, coming down through here. So I'm going to put, plus we're going to add some other stuff too. So this is probably where I'm going to put this one. Kind of spread it out so it fills that in. And then I'm going to take my fourth one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to put him right in here. And you kind of have to, well, there we go. Situate him in here. I like him hanging down. When I do two bows like this, I kind of like my stuff coming down, and that would just kind of make it flow like this. So we got him in there. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add in, and I think I have tags for all this stuff. So if anyone, I buy a lot of my stuff from Cat Craft Outlet online. And then I also buy off of Hobby Lobby when they're having sales. Greenery Market is the other one. And BB Crafts. Those are all online. I buy stuff off of all of those too. So the next thing I'm going to do is I have these little pretty, shiny, glittery picks, and I'm going to put them in here. I've said on the video before when I was telling you what I was going to build, you can't see it in the video, but the Jesus has a outline of all the red you see has glitter. It's shiny. It's really pretty. So I'm going to, I'm not sure, I think I'm going to piece these down a little bit. So what I think I'll do is I'll take my nifty heavy duty cutters, and you find a spot in there that will give you still a little bit of a leg on it that's strong, and you cut it, and then of course you put glue on it, and then you find a place that you want to stick this in. So I think I'm going to put that one looks good there. And then my other piece, I am going to put it right in here, kind of sort of near the white one. We may move that, I don't know. That looks pretty good. And then I will take another one and cut it. And when you're buying stuff to make a wreath, I would buy, when you're buying these picks, I would buy at least 3 of anything that you buy. Now, if you're getting into the larger, like 25-inch pick or 20-something inch pick, you probably can get a lot of stuff out of that, as long as the pole isn't the longest part of it. You got to pay attention to what has product on it. But I just kind of a general rule is always buy at least 3. Buy 4 if you're doing a bigger design. I would get 4 just in case. If you don't use one of your picks or something, you can always use it for something else. So that's just a little extra tidbit that I'm going to throw in there. So I'm going to throw this one in here like that. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. It's looking pretty good. And then I'll put this other one. So far we have used, after I add this one, we have used 2 picks of this red. Put that there. Let's see. And if you guys can't see very well with all the stuff in the background of this, let me know, because I am in the middle of cleaning up this craft room and kind of rearranging. So if y'all see anything that you think, oh, Denise, you could change this or that, let me know. Or you couldn't see what I was doing, or you would rather me go ahead and glue the stuff in so you can see how I glue. Or I did do a tutorial on the bow separate. I made this bow on a video. Okay, so probably what I'm going to do is put this in here. Try to intermingle some of this stuff. Maybe I want to do it up here. I don't have any holes. And also keep in mind when the tails are coming down, then it's going to hide a lot of this stuff. So okay, so I'll put this one down in here. I always like to do dry runs before I put stuff in, because that way it's not, I mean, yes, you can undo it, but it's just, you have to really work at it. You don't want to hide your words, so really be careful with your bows. Okay, so so far that's looking good. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with, I have some extra little, these are a different texture. They're not a fern-like, it's more of a different, I don't know what you'd call that. But anyway, I am going to fill in where I don't like the hose. I'm going to fill in with some of that and kind of give it, it would give it another little texture. Let's see, probably put one right here. Maybe go up a little. And then one of the things I wanted to show you guys is that if you have things like this here, this is what this came off of. So it doesn't really have its own little separate, it's just really flimsy. So what you do is you take that off, and then you get you a, I actually glued this one on. Where's the one that I put? I thought I had one. Oh, it is this one that I put in here, I think. Hang on. Yes. Okay. So what you do, this is 3 steps here. So you get a floral pin, a floral, it's a piece of wood. These I think are 4-inch. And they have a wire on the end of it, a long wire. And so you wrap that around your red, what little you have that's flimsy, and you wrap it around. And then if you can see, I kind of overdid it with the glue, but I put some hot glue in there on it. And then I take some floral tape, and you got to stretch it so that it's sticky. And I actually do a little dot of hot glue when I start it, and then I wrap that around, and then I do a little dot on the end when I cut it off. And then you have a floral pick so that it has a longer, more sturdy stick to use to put it into your design. So that's how you do that. So I will have to do, I just did one. So I'll have to do some more, and then I will probably come in here and fill in with some of this, because I have plenty of these. And another place that I will put them is I will probably glue one like in my ribbon. I think it looks really neat sometimes when you add some of your stuff into that. So I'll probably, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if I can get you closer. I don't know. Sorry. I'm not that techie, so we'll just have to figure that out. Now I've got you messed up. Okay, I think I got you back. I don't know if this thing is sitting secure on this carpet, but anyway, that's another story for a different day. Okay, and so then I'll probably put one right up in here, and I will glue one right in here, and I think that really brightens it up also. And like I said, you guys really can't see how pretty this is with all the glitterness going on between the sign and the design. So another thing that I could do is if I wanted to add some greenery, we're just gonna look at this and see what it looks like. I don't know, with this I don't think I want any of that. So the other thing that I will do is I have some snowflakes, and I believe that I will stick some of these in there. I'll just cut a stem off, and then I will pick a place to put one. I think I'll put one right in here. And I may put a pick on a couple of these. Put one here. And I'll put one here. Actually more up here. And I would suggest if you put a pick, one thing about designing, I don't know if that sticks out too much. Let's see. I wonder if I could do it this way. Getting it mixed in with the red stuff here. Let me take that one out. Put this in there. And then put this behind it. There. Yeah. And then I have, sometimes you can rip them out of the pole there. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to break that one up even. Put it in here. And then I will put one up here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And the other thing that I have is so we've got some snowflakes, and then I have some peppermints, or maybe that's a lollipop. This one looks like a peppermint. And I've actually put a pick on it, even though this was pretty secure. It's a really good wire. It was not very long, so I wanted it to be longer so that when I poke this in here, you guys would be able to, it would stick out a little bit, and people, you know, you can actually see it in the design. So there's one, and then I'll probably put one right in here. I think that has a good pop. And then there's a hole right in here that needs something. So I could put this one right here. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else I want to add. I'm not a person, I watch other people design, and sometimes they really go crazy with colors and lots of different ribbons, and I'm just kind of one that likes my stuff a little more simpler, not so busy, I guess would be my word for it. See how I stuck that in? Of course, I'm going to put a pick on that, a floral pick, but even just filling in this here with that looks good, I think. And I will take, I don't think the lighting is in here real good for you guys to see how pretty this is. So I will take a picture of it on my front door after I get everything glued in. I am going to show you how to do curlies. So I've curled all the tails up, and so now I haven't finished the ends of these, but I'm going to give you all an example. So to make curly ribbons, you curl them up like I did, and then you get a hold of the end of it and you pull it out, and then you have your curly ribbon. And I can kind of adjust it because it is wired, so if I don't like the exact look of it, I can adjust it. That's a loop. Here's another end, or tail. So I will do this. The 2.5 inch wire sometimes is a little more harder to get it to do than the 1.5 inch. So let me see here, y'all being able to see this, hopefully. There. And then here's some green. Do this. Here's another piece of green. And I believe there's more up here. Let me see what we got here. These are loops. Oh, here we go. There's some red flakes. That's a loop. Okay, I think I've got them all. Oh, here's one. There. And always, if you're needing your loops to be more fuller, just take your fingers and spread them out. Don't be afraid to adjust stuff the way you want it. So there. That looks beautiful, I might add. And of course I will adjust the length of these. I'll probably put it on my front door and figure out how long, because these are a little long. My tail's hanging down from this one. So there we have it. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I did make it 25 minutes, so it's not real long. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something, and I hope to see some wreaths that you build. Shoot us a picture anytime. You can post them on our craft page. Let's be friends. And I will start doing some live so we can talk back and forth while we're working if people are interested in that. And anyway, that's what it's all about. Being friends, building together, learning together. I'm sure you have things I can learn off of you. So y'all have a good rest of your Saturday, and I hope all of your teams win their football games. See y'all later.